Hello everyone, this is Godzilla Wolf 1 and I apologize for the bit of a delay there. I had trouble with an update suddenly deciding to pop up. On the bright side, we now have the latest updated version of this game. I honestly did not know an update had come out today, so that caught me a little off guard. Unprofessional of me, I know. I will be back in a few seconds. If you're watching on archive, I have to go send out the message that this stream is up, so I'll be back in a few minutes. Please watch Spidey being awesome right there. Okay, sorry about that. I had to go tweet out, well, not tweet out, I really do need to get a Twitter and do more with this. Also, as you can see, I beat the heist down there. But anyway, we're going to get started. They're advertising the Turf War DLC that's coming. Wait, is this the right one? Yeah, it is. Okay, I keep forgetting that the first one I have is actually the actual live stream game. Yeah, because I just beat Mr. Negative wearing the negative suit. Because why wouldn't I beat Mr. Negative wearing the negative suit? Sorry about that. I was checking to make sure that my mic was on, because sometimes that causes problems. But yeah, really not much I can do until the next story mission starts. I can't really even buy any new suits because I'm out of the base tokens and there's no bases left to, well, deal with. Oh, actually, new side missions have shown up, hasn't they? Okay, we'll deal with those next. Let me see, though. I'm pretty sure I've 100%ed every single base in the entire city. Oh, that one I haven't. Okay, you know what? Just so I can go as a while I'm waiting for people to show up.
You night owls may have seen lights flickering out at the Wrapped Supermax prison last night. Sadly, it was not because one of their inmates got the chair. No. Apparently, someone there hit on an idea I actually think has merit, which is making that recidivist criminal Electro pay for his room and board by powering the prison himself saving taxpayers' money. Not surprisingly, though, it turns out he hates actual work as much as he loves robbing and murdering. So they had to go back to the city's grid, which I'd imagine is why I still can't run my microwave and toaster at the same time without blowing a fuse.
Okay, I just wanted to hear that out. Because the 3 perch takedowns is really easy to do. Let's see, which one do I want to wear right now? I'm going to wear the velocity suit because I really like the velocity suit. I mean, it says new equipment available. I guess that's like suit mods. Yeah, well, there's that. Yeah, there's a lot of suit mods I could be getting that really I'm not really interested in doing. I've still got 1 point though, so what can I do? That would probably be useful. But yeah, I really like the velocity suit. Like, the velocity suit's probably one of my favorite suits in this game. My only real problem is the eyes. Like, the eyes really... Oh, let me actually get onto a building here. Come on, Spidey. The eyes, I just don't like them very well. Like, they feel too small. I mean, I get the idea is, you know, streamlined. This entire suit's based off of the idea of it being a streamlined suit. But still. But I do really like this suit. Like, this is a really good suit to me. And yeah, we're going to do this base, get a perfect on this base so I can maybe buy this Skull Spider suit, which we'll wear while we do those side quests. And I wait for people to show up. I find Spider-Man PS4 doesn't do all that well. Maybe I'm doing something wrong in how I actually do these things. Like, maybe I should actually, you know, alert people ahead of time. But the problem is, a lot of times, I don't feel like I can actually do that.
All units, we have a hostage situation involving a civilian bus. Location is museum.
Okay, I think things are sort of under control. Maybe I should put in some Peter Parker time at the lab.
Sort of under control, yeah, there's a hostage situation going on.
We do not wish to harm these people. We are an order of peace. Tranquility and balance are our goals, not bloodshed. When threatened, even the peaceful must defend themselves. Norman Osborn threatens us. He threatens
Okay, how many are there?
all. Osborn's deceit and immorality cannot be forgiven. Deliver Osborn to us, and we will...
You are now unconscious. You've now been used as a weapon. You go unconscious, and you go unconscious.
I really wish these guys weren't so hostage happy.
Thank you.
But yeah, I like that each of these have. I mean, they're not similar enough that they get repetitive, but at the same time, I like there's variety. I mean, they're not majorly different, but I like the idea that a lot of these those are done in such a way that, I mean, what am I trying to say? I like a lot of the side missions are done, well, a lot of the random crimes are done in a certain way. Okay, you guys are over there. I honestly forget exactly how I failed this the first time around. I know I did, mind you, but I don't remember exactly how. I mean, I could probably stealth take down both of those, but I don't know if that counts as a perch takedown. Slowly turn around. There we go. Now I can take this down however I please. You know, I'm surprised that they actually realize that that's me, given, to a degree, it seems like something that they could just mistake as just a random accident.
On the ground, but we don't stand a chance.
Oh, hello.
Spider-Man, show me who's messing with.
You're now stuck to a wall. Okay, let's finish these off really quick.
For a guy in jail, Fisk's men are awfully loyal.
Hey, come on, come over here. Yeah, not exactly what I was hoping for, but...
Heads up, he's airborne!
Okay, who's next?
Open wide! Get these webs off me!
Hey, new arrivals! Did I mention this is a rent party? Chip in. No, for real, I need rent money.
Yeah, he really does.
Hold still!
Spider-Man, I just checked. There's been a rash of counterfeit bills in that neighborhood.
Counterfeit. That's a dying art. I'll do my part to make it extinct. Bad haircuts, excessive cologne. Yep, more fist goons.
Here, you can have that back.
Eat that!
Here, you can eat my fist.
Guys, Willie
Lone
said to
calories.
take a day off. Scout's honor.
Hey, who's next?
Not now!
Okay, there. Does that give me the ability?
Everything's quiet here now, Captain.
Great. That's one more revenue stream Wilson
Someone's
can't
making
use to
like
pay his
smoothie or
lawyers.
something downstairs. Okay, does that give me enough base tokens? Probably not. I'm assuming that does not give me enough base tokens to actually get my next suit, does it? Nope, I need one more. Are there any more bases that I have not yet completely cleared? I mean, I know that more bases are showing up. I just wanted to do the next thing as a flaming-headed ghost spider guy. Also, if you were here, you probably heard, if you were here last live stream, you probably noticed I was not feeling well. Okay. Do this, I can do the next thing, and I'm mainly just waiting for people to show up at this point, but this game really only gets like 1 or 2 people, so I don't know why, because this game is really popular. Well, maybe that's why, oversaturation. Or I'm doing the tags wrong or something, I don't know. Hey, Trooper! Glad you can make it. I'm doing a base really quick so I can do the side missions before the big mission as the Ghost Spider suit. Because I want to do them with a glowing spider for a head, because I could not do the entirety of the Halloween episode with a Ghost Spider, Ghost Rider, Ghost Spider thing. Which really wouldn't have worked even if I had enough base tokens for it. Dang it, I missed an episode of Jameson's show because, I like listening to Jameson's stuff. Yeah, that's probably why. Okay, now I need to be careful, more careful with stealth takedowns. Yeah, that's probably why Wednesday, but thing is, Saturdays I do think different things on Saturday. That's the problem.
Keep an eye out for Spidey. That guy's a pain in the ass. Why's he doing
Okay, who's nice and isolated? Ooh, you're isolated.
Spider-Man skims off the guy. Okay, I gotta give it to him. That's a pretty good plan.
And there we go. However, I cannot resist doing this.
Nothing.
I got a funny feeling. Let's get some of the boys up here.
Feet are killing me.
This is gonna hurt. Spider-Man. Teach him some.
Hey, you're the last guy that I didn't take out stealthily. But yeah, that's probably why is Wednesday. But there's really no other day I can do it. Because Saturday's when I normally do it, but Sunday I was at church. Here, you can have this back. Maybe, but at the same time, Sunday evening is when I kind of like to relax. So, because I do have a job at Dollar General and stuff. It takes up most of the week, and now they're having me work on Sunday.
You don't mess with the king.
You have a hassle
The Black Friday special
on
not till
that.
Thanksgiving.
Spider-Man, that site's taken delivery of enough concrete to build 2 skyscrapers.
That and a lot of people work, go to church Sunday evening. Like, that's the thing. That would be another
Probable
problem.
cost to get on site to confirm it.
You'll have it. Get back down here! And more of them. No shoving. I'll give you all personal attention. What the hell is this crap?
I love doing stuff like that because it just. Can you imagine what this looks like from their perspective? Because it's like there's 100 of them.
Okay, I came here to web bad guys and quit, and I'm all out of quit.
And here's Spider-Man just like dismantling them. mean, I could try Sunday evening, but Friday night maybe. Here, you can have this back. I like how I was punching that guy and I just noticed that guy getting up and shoo.
Captain, I've got Fisk's guys and all the probable cause you need, webbed up and waiting.
Good job. Fisk thinks he can run things from inside, but he's gonna find out.
I like the velocity suit. The velocity suit's probably one of my favorite suits in the game. But now we can get actually a suit that I don't use all that often. Which is the Ghost Spider suit. Yeah, that would be really cool. Okay, we're going to do the next portion of the game for these side quests looking like this. Which is how I wanted to look the entirety of my Halloween episode. But no, couldn't let that happen. I had to not think that out very well. So this thing is just hilarious. It's awesome looking, but it's hilarious in cutscenes because you just see them talking normally to Spider-Man when he has a flaming skull for a head. Granted, there are other suits that are really fun to do that with. I think the what was it called? The undies suit is one. But there are just there's so many suits in this game that just take any and all tension out of a cutscene. Well, okay, maybe except for certain cuts. No, actually, I'm pretty sure even the cutscene that's going to come up soon would probably look hilarious with the... would probably lose all tension if you're wearing the undies suit.
Hey, Spider-Man!
And good news, this is a night mission, which means I get to have a flaming skull for a head at night. Also, I find it very interesting that there is actually an alternate universe version of Spider-Man that basically became Ghost Rider at the same time. Which apparently, if I'm not mistaken, was also the Last Stand Spidey. I'm pretty sure it's also Last Stand Spidey, which is kind of cool. By the way, Trooper, did you fix everything with that DLC problem you were having with the DLC?
What brought this on, Officer Friendly?
Fisk is gonna get off.
I doubt that. We got decades worth of evidence on the big guy.
Not anymore. Evidence truck got hit on the way to lock. Whatever was on those hard drives is as good as gone.
Big Willie isn't getting off that easy. I'll get those drives back.
Please ignore the fact that I have a flaming skull for a head.
All processed evidence has RFID tracking tags applied. I should be able to find the hard drives if I track the tags. Gotta move fast.
I think it's a really good, the DLC is really good.
Jameson, but his constant bad-mouthing me really hits home with some people. I mean, Fisk's men steal the drives from the cops, and somehow that's my fault? Well, the important thing is to make sure Fisk doesn't get away with it.
The DLC is really good. Some people say it's too short for the price tag, but I think that depends on what you're comparing it to. A lot of people are comparing it to really, really bulky DLC that some companies do. But the problem for me is that kind of DLC is not the same kind of DLC.
Just in time. Doesn't look like they've wrecked the drives yet. Time to ruin Willie's welcome home party.
Okay, of course, want to take the snipers out first.
I gotta make sure they're the real deal. Check, boys.
Nap time.
Hello. You're not doing a very good job being a lookout.
Getting too old for this.
Guys, here! Spider-Man's here! Watch your back! Had to be Spider-Man! Anybody hear that?
Sleep it off.
I've got you.
And I got you. You're not tied to a crane.
Literally didn't see that coming.
That looks so, like, terrifying.
That's it? I've seen people fight harder over a new
You're
smartphone.
fused it with a street cone temporarily. I'm wrecking your car just for the lulz. But seriously, can you imagine what this guy was thinking when I just landed on his buddy here and I got like this flaming skull for a head?
The drives aren't damaged. Perfect. Now I just need to return this to the Hell's Kitchen precinct.
Yeah, I'm trying to do a ground pound, but I don't have the thing that makes that really easy to do.
Wish I could see Willie's face when he finds out about this. I'll bet he chokes on his prison Bordeaux.
By the way, has anyone actually checked out the prequel novel to this? Spider-Man Hostile Takeover. I was considering buying it, but
Fisk isn't going anywhere. I've got the missing drives.
Wait a second. So you just happen to know where to find them? Maybe you and the Kingpin really are working together.
Wow, really? Steal him and bring him right back? You don't think I have better things to do with my time? Uh-oh. Rockets! Take
here, you can have this back. Oh.
Hey! A little overkill, don't you think?
Are you kidding me?
They're throwing everything they've got at us. All this for hard drives? Haven't you guys ever heard of the cloud?
Watch out where's the pilot? I'm on fire! And now you're on fire.
And they'll have to go.
Don't worry, it's spirit fire. It's completely, you being on fire is completely non-good. Where's the... Here, catch. I'm wrecking your cars just because I can. Dude, get away from the flaming car. I've already accidentally tied one person to a flaming car.
At least he's eco-friendly.
Here, have a person to your face.
Stop him!
Okay, I knocked that guy out, but he ended up on a flaming car, and I really don't want to... I accidentally tied that one demon to a flaming car. And somehow I end up still almost knocking someone into a flaming car.
Hey, get it off!
Have a nice trip.
Stop him!
There, you can catch it, you have this back. Oh, that was anticlimactic.
Damn. Some of Fisk's men must have made it up top.
Where are the drives? Go to hell! Wrong answer, pig!
I can't wait to try out this new engine.
Here, enjoy spider drones!
I see him! Come on!
Okay, see you in a bit.
This is gonna hurt! I got your back, Spider-Man!
Don't let them get the drives.
And on one hand, I don't want to wait too long, but on the other hand, you really like the end of this mission, so
Shock and awe.
yeah, I'll wait a couple seconds. I'll check some stuff out here first. I honestly have no idea what this power-up actually does. That actually is sad. Oh, I've still got one skill left. You know what we haven't looked at, since I'm waiting for you to, for Trooper to come back, if I can. I won't wait too long, though, but... I like these. Like, just your friendly neighborhood, neighborhood, yada yada. Like, do you believe it's been 8 years since you were bit by the radioactive spider, Peter? No, Peter. I like that it actually acknowledges that these are his personal profiles, and he is literally talking back to him, like he's talking to himself. Like, he even knows that it's weird that he has a profile on himself. Dreaming about moving to the city. Back then, my biggest concern was avoiding Flash Thompson at lunch. Well, now things have gotten a few clicks more complicated. Yeah. And I do like that, you know, it kind of acknowledges, yes, it's really silly that he would have a profile on himself. And I like that it says he has a really good sense of humor. But, yeah, I like that these little things are written from his POV. Because that gives them a lot more flavor and a lot more of a feeling to them. Yeah, best friend since middle school, started dating senior college, made it almost 2 years in the fight to end all fight. Hard to say who broke whose heart more. Either way, we haven't spoken to each other in over 6 months. And basically, this is interesting because these profiles fill in backstory, but it's also written from an in-universe way that is actually really interesting. And I like it. I find it kind of sweet that he actually has a subscription to Bugle just to see your byline print, which is kind of cool. I like how much he knows MJ, even if they've broken up. By pure volume and every other metric. Yeah, 15 when he first took down one of his enforcers. I find this really interesting, like that he's got these all these profiles are done in a very interesting way. I like this little fact that she actually took out a hostage taker by body slamming the hostage taker. She's awesome. I think she's also a superhero, like has superpowers in the comics, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I think that's really cool that these profiles are written in first person. And I like that he lists the occupations and everything. That's interesting. Okay, I was just looking over these profiles. I was saying how I like how these profiles are written in universe from Spider-Man. And And I like that they reference that he's a bit more Morgan Michaels is a bit more mysterious, because I'm pretty sure in the comics it's an alias for Morbius, the vampire, the living vampire. Thanks, dude. He's tied to a wall now. Okay, you said I was actually trying to stop so you could
Spider-Man.
find this funny.
I'm sorry. I was wrong about you. Jameson can go to hell.
Much appreciated, officer.
One question. Is it true you're from another world?
Yeah, it's called Queens. See ya.
I like that he asked that when I'm wearing this ghost spider costume. So when he's like, is it true you're from another world? And it's like, I can totally believe that because I'm currently a guy with a skull for a head that's also on fire. So yeah, I can definitely see why someone would think that. Oh, sorry about that. I still got a bit of a cough. It's not nearly as bad as it was Saturday though. Did this one glitch happen again? I think a glitch there's this one weird glitch that does happen. Yeah, it did. And it didn't help that I was like this. This one glitch happened where I stay stuck in the fighting animation no matter what I do. I hate it when this happens. The only way I can really fix it is to log out. And granted, it's not that big of a deal, but... means I can't actually wave people. Granted, this stance works really good for this suit.
Wow, your performers are getting good. This guy almost looks just like Spider-Man.
I do wish Jameson had a thing for this.
Here's another call of a type I've been getting a lot lately. Speak!
Mr. Jameson, I want to apologize. I used to think you were an alarmist. But look what's happened to the city. I'm afraid to walk the streets.
As well you should. And I accept your apology. It's understandable. You were bamboozled by the mainstream voices telling you everything was dandy, nothing to worry about. Go out and consume. Don't ask questions. I was a lone voice in the wilderness then, but now more and more people like you are realizing
yeah, that is funny.
who spoke the truth. And that, my friends, is how we will take our city back.
Ignore the guy with a flaming skull for a head. Where's the other mission? Right here. But yeah, this is one of those where I do wish that Jameson had a clip specifically for it. Oh wait, that reminds me. I forgot. I missed one because I went into the mission. Also, I like that they're giving some information on this. Yeah, maybe. Where's the collections? JJ Archives.
You night owls may have seen lights flickering out at the
No,
ramp.
that's not it.
Here's another call of a type I've been... Folks, you know I'm not one to promote conspiracy theories. Except ones I think are worthy of further discussion, like this one.
No, apparently apparently it didn't. It was the same one. Okay, that's good. Also, I like how the flame trails off this one. In all honesty, I would just find it funny if he was just like completely bewildered by Spider-Man just suddenly having a flaming skull for a head. Like, just not sure what to make of it. Ignore the fact I'm on fire.
Spider-Man. So my tracker picked up some more people who were at the party and might have gotten, you know.
This is Ethan Albright, a biochem TA. Didn't show up for class. My software picked him up in a photo, but there's other pics from the same location and he's gone.
Still our best shot. I'll try to find the place. Thanks. Philip's photo is my only lead again. I gotta find this location. The picture
I
shows
hate it when
elevated train tracks.
when this glitch happens.
The ones up in East Harlem.
Okay, East Harlem. East Harlem. Right here. Spider-Man away!
If I find the East Harlem elevated train tracks, I can follow them to this location.
We don't need your help, Spider-Man.
But yeah, it's just one of those things. Like, there's already a ton of Jameson things in this.
He felt fine until he got to the barbecue. Whatever happened to him kicked in after the Halloween party.
A delayed reaction. That's not good. There could be corrupted walking time bombs all over Manhattan. I see elevated train tracks. Those are northeast of ESU.
I do find it interesting that I like these kind of missions because it requires knowing a bit of the map. Excuse me 1 second here. I had to shut off that air. I had a fan on because it's getting kind of warm in here. But again, I've also got a bit of a cough and stuff, and it was actually making me want to cough. But I like these that require you to know the map a little bit well to actually be able to...
Lee's corruption is frightening. Literally, no one's safe. I'm used to hostile New Yorkers, but this is a whole new level. Good thing I've got Philip on my side. That guy has some impressive skills.
On the bright side, that glitch actually makes sense when I'm wearing this suit, because that...
L trains could mean Harlem.
But this game just has really cool traversals. In fact, I think I actually went and had the guy that...
I'm on the right track. Literally. I should be able to follow these to where the photo was taken. I think these tracks are in East Harlem.
I like that I was actually able to ride that.
This is it. No corrupted students, but it looks
No,
like
I've
they've
not
been
played
here.
Deltarune yet. I want to.
What happened?
I'll ignore the fact I'm being unnecessarily creepy.
Hire something. Ran off up the street.
Gotta find him before someone gets hurt a lot worse.
Well, it's free. I mean, you can't really...
Time to
like,
end this.
it's free, so you're not losing anything if you don't like it.
Do it again.
Lee corrupted a lot of people at the Halloween party.
I like that they added a like special animation so that Spidey, like if you just do a quick combo on him, Spidey knocks them down rather than beats them up. I like they like acknowledge that Spidey would not. Oh. Oh, okay, I can respect that.
Door's locked. No time to be polite about it. You're one of them.
Okay, ignore the fact I'm being extremely unnecessarily creepy.
I was just drinking my latte, thinking about this one time I got mugged. And I saw this big crowd of people, and it's like someone flipped a switch. You should be fine now. Though maybe you should switch to decaf.
I could not drink decaf. I really couldn't. Like, I need my caffeine. Why is that not an alternate costume? Like, business suit Spidey. That'd be hilarious. Okay, is there another mission down here? Yeah, let's do these first. Oh wait. Okay, this is one of the few times that that fast travel seems appropriate. I like how that person was like, ah! I mean, granted, I would too, but... Hey, look, it's imitation Spidey. It's copycat Spidey again. Let's face it, this suit makes everything funny. Like, this makes everything so much funnier, because it's just that one suit that makes no sense whatsoever in any situation. Yeah, the Earth Day Spider-Man suit, and Spider-Cop. Like, Spider-Cop needs to be a thing. There needs to be Spider-Cop. Because that joke is just so, like, that's just one of those running jokes throughout the entire, like, throughout the game. And it just, that really needs that, like, big cherry on top, so to speak.
Hey, Spider-Man.
Hey, the glitch stopped. Good.
Latest MIA is Steve Hopkins. What worries me about him is some guys from Tombstone's gang started dealing in his neighborhood recently. Steve hated that. It's a nice area, but he was too scared to do anything.
If he's corrupted, he might take out his anger on them, and he's the one who'd get hurt.
This is the last picture Steve put up before he went silent. I couldn't find anything more recent.
Huh. Pretty sure this is the Upper West Side.
Okay, Upper West Side, that's up here, right?
I think I need to head north.
Good, that glitch fixed itself, okay. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, he has a flaming skull for a head.
He's a little guy, wouldn't hurt to fly. I'm not sure he could if he wanted to.
Sounds like these dealers would crush him. And a little guy might burn out quicker. I better hurry. The Upper West Side is north of...
But yeah, Earth Day costume on Earth Day would be hilarious and fitting. I mean, though they have said that basically the suits we get in this in the City That Never Sleeps DLC bundle will be the only DLC, like the only DLC suits, but they might change their mind or something. Or might include that in a sequel. So far, I like the DLC suits we've got. I mean, I'm a little confused as to UK Spidey being one of them, but okay. Wouldn't have been my first choice, but the suit looks really cool.
Tombstone's gang might not be as bulletproof as their boss, but they're almost as deadly.
But I do like that this game gives you a lot of... Like, traversing the city like this is not a chore. Like, this, it's actually fun to do. And I do appreciate that. A lot of people want the Raimi, like, the, Raimi suit. Like the, Raimi movie suit. Which I can definitely see, because that's a really good suit. I mean, the only problem in my mind would be that it wouldn't really stand out all that much. Okay, we're Upper West Side. I'm assuming I'd probably be over here somewhere. So just keep heading in this general direction. Like, the Raimi suit would be cool, is definitely a good option. And definitely one I would approve of.
Damn, son, you got a death wish? Hey, fellas, Let's take college boy to school.
That corrupted guy bit off more than he could chew. Guess I have to rescue him before I cure him. Those guys are armed. Maybe I can take some of them quietly.
Yeah, that would be cool. Here, please enjoy that tree.
All clear, Steve. Let's get... Steve!
But yeah, making your own suit would be... Okay, this is actually appropriate because he's wearing a skull mask.
Come on, I just saved you! This is what they call tough love.
I'm wrecking their motorcycle for the heck of it.
God, what did I do? I always had a problem with those guys, but tonight I wanted to kill them in ways I don't even want to think about.
Don't worry, this wasn't your fault.
Yeah, I like that these missions make you do a bit of detective work, because Spidey does do a bit of, you know, searching in his intelligence stuff in his things, so that makes sense.
Keep it real, Spidey.
Yo, Spidey, looking good. Buildings lately, Spider-Man. Spidey.
You ought to check that Oscorp research station. I heard there's a rumor.
Didn't I already do that? No, I didn't. Oh, no, that's the lightning rod one, which I'm doing last.
Radioactive stuff in them.
Spidey's on the case.
Get away! I'm free!
Okay, there should be another mission down here. And we're using the fast travel because I like seeing the scenes with the flaming head. But yeah, in the sequel that would be a great option to have the... Yeah. The flaming head of the flaming skull head makes everything funny. But yeah, having the option to make your own suit would be really cool.
Okay. Even the mole people living in the sewers know about the high-speed chase between police, Spider-Man, and the Demon. Once again, Spider-Man makes a bad situation infinitely worse. And we have a highly intelligent caller who agrees with me. You're on with J. Jonah Jameson.
Yes, Mr. Jameson. I was trying to get to work, and I was almost run over. Look, I understand that Spider-Man saved a kidnapped victim, and I'm glad about that. But I could have been killed.
Not just you. This is the problem with that masked maniac. The police are able to coordinate efforts, block streets, lay down tire shredding strips, because they're a team. Spider-Man is a one-man show who cares about one thing. Spider-Man! And you almost paid for that. With your life.
Yeah, it would be funny if the suit you're wearing changed how citizens reacted.
Spider-Man, I've got a lot more missing students. The debate club never showed for a meet today. All vanished at once.
A coordinated attack. Things are escalating. What's their last known location?
The club president, Harold, showed up in a tourist's photo stream.
The Brooklyn Bridge is definitely in this photo. That's southeast of the university.
Okay, Brooklyn Bridge. Is this it right down here? Yeah. But yeah, that would be funny. I mean, I could see Spider-Man joking about that.
I can head to the eastern shoreline and go south from there.
But yeah, it would be really cool if you could do that. Is like if the citizens changed reactions based on the suits. But I can see why, because there's already a lot of stuff that went into this, like just making every suit work in cutscenes, for example. Including work in cutscenes that they were never meant to work in. Like...
Major disturbance vicinity of Brooklyn Bridge. Backup requested.
Uh-oh. I better hurry.
Yeah, that would be funny. But I can see why there isn't that, because there is that fact that, you know, they'd have to change a lot to make it work. Okay, there we go.
That must be them. The truck's leaking gas. If it blows, it'll take out the whole block. They're causing sparks every time they hit the truck. Don't you guys have something better to do than blow yourselves up?
If we shoot, we can blow up the container.
Ow.
Oh, that was...
In case you were
what bomb made
confused,
that easy?
flammable and inflammable mean the same thing.
But yeah, that would be funny. But I see why it's not. But
Thank you. I knew what I was doing was wrong, but I couldn't stop myself.
Sounds like a typical college student. You'll be all right now.
man, I must have been an atypical college student because I mean, not to brag, but I've just never been at all involved in any weird stuff like that in college. Like, I was that one college student that just, like, stayed in my room studying all the time. I know, I'm probably lame. But on the bright side, I did not do something incredibly stupid, so so I might have been not have been the life of the party, but I was at least not in a...
Can you help us out? Spider-Man, we just caught a sniper stalking Mayor Osborn's chief of staff. I'm pretty sure there are other targets. Our perp had a map of the city with the courthouse circled.
I'm on it. See if you can get more info out of our friend here, and contact me at this number.
Also, please ignore the fact I've got a skull for a head.
I need to hurry. The attack on the courthouse could come any second.
Yeah, I was I went to college mainly because I actually had scholarships.
If the sniper sees me near the target, he'll take the shot. Only chance is to take out the gunman before he can fire. Sweet dreams.
Dynamic entry!
Nobody likes a camper.
Spider-Man, we accessed the perp's phone. Found more names and locations. Looks like it's all going down within a matter of minutes.
No pressure. Send me what you got. Multiple snipers, one Spider-Man. I need to move fast. Anyone who's ever worked on Norman's campaign is a potential target. That's one way to destroy Osborn, I guess. Make it so nobody wants to be around him. Sniper's gotta be around here somewhere. If I get too close to the target, the sniper will take the shot. One down, 2 to go.
I like how that guy was just like, okay, line up the shot, take the shot, and then like, oh crap, Spider-Man behind me with a plate. Like, can you actually imagine what was going through that guy's head when that happened? Like, he's like, okay, calm to be calm. Gotta line up the shot.
Check out all possible vantage points for snipers. Lady night.
Man, that's creepy. And then like turning around and there's Spider-Man with a flaming head. Like a flaming skull for a head.
If I'm too slow, people die. Can't assassins ever try and work around my schedule?
Yeah, it's like, it's just one of those things, like, this makes me imagine just what the reaction of people is.
This is the place. Now where's the assassin?
Hello! They didn't notice. Like, I did it behind their back, so they just completely missed me doing that. Well, I got shot once, but
just in time.
I like how they just did not notice, somehow did not
Snipers
notice
are down.
that.
Are we in the clear?
Not quite. Our perp says his boys are holding a bunch of tourists hostage. He says they'll execute them all if we don't let them go. We have a probable location based on cell phone towers. But if they see cops, they'll start shooting.
Act like you're negotiating. Stall them. I'll take away their bargaining chips. They won't leave witnesses. Either I save the hostages, or they're dead.
This was actually not the one I meant to do. Like, I meant to do a completely different mission, but... But seriously, can you just imagine what went through that guy's head? But, yeah, I can definitely respect that. In all honesty, I probably would have not gone to college if I knew everything that would turn out. But on the right side, I am probably a better writer for it.
If they see me, they can kill all the hostages before I get close.
Our demands are simple. Release our comrades.
If I'm spotted, those hostages are dead. Gotta take out these guys quietly.
Surprise!
We need time to coordinate the release of your friends.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that one.
You're in timeout.
Hello, you're now tied to a flagpole. Oh dear, that would be interesting. Okay, is that all of the snipers? I'm pretty sure that's every last sniper.
Surprise!
Okay, how many of you are left?
Someone needs a nap.
Okay, is that all but him? Everyone's safe.
Thanks again, Spider-Man. This could have turned ugly.
I wouldn't have known about it if not for you. We make a good team, officer. Hey, see if you can convince more of your buddies to work with me instead of shooting at me, okay?
Yeah, that would be funny, but not really. Well, actually, I could actually see him pretend, like, it's just, Spider-Man strikes me as the sort that would pretend that's the case when he was dressed like this, just to intimidate people. Oh, I've got 4 skill points now? Huh. Okay. What do I want? This is a useful one. Not so much. This is a useful one, so we'll go with that. Did I get a new suit? Yeah, I did. What is it? Ah, the 2099 white suit. I can kind of see why you prefer the normal one better. I personally think they're both really cool. Okay, now I think I've still got one... Probably one more of these missions left to go. And then we'll move on to the story. I just wanted to have some time with the skull for a head before I did the, you know, big dramatic story mode mission. But yeah, I could totally see Spidey, like, at least pretending that he was doing that. Yeah, like weird. Oh, we got another Jameson.
Folks, the mastermind of the City Hall bombing has finally been brought to justice, and shockingly, it's philanthropist Martin. Now, I'll discuss in a moment what kind of twisted Jekyll and Hyde mentality it takes to lead such a double life. But first, a word of caution to everyone celebrating. Yes, it's good that he's in jail, but look at all the things we didn't know. How long was he a suspect without anyone telling us? How long did he have a deadly biological weapon that could kill us all? Shouldn't we have been told? Evacuated the city? It's not an accident that we weren't given the information we need to protect ourselves and our families. Someone made that decision. Was it the police? The mayor? I know one guilty party for sure, and his initials are Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is not my initials.
So, Spider-Man, how's it going?
I find it hilarious that most of them are like hostile, and that guy's just like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man,
You still there,
we have a
Trooper?
crisis situation. The football team went to an away game, never made it back. They found the buses abandoned.
Yeah, that would be funny. The JJ one.
Staff. Lee has an army.
I'm sorry, but for some reason my own thing downstairs,
recognized the
I hope my
Brad
computer didn't
Davis
crash or
posted a
something.
picture.
And granted, I'm
Hold
not
on.
using my computer
That
for
looks
this.
like Washington Square Arch. I think this is next to ESU.
Hey, Spider-Man! I just want to
Also, there's a specific suit power I want for this. What was it? Because this one gets a bit hairy. Not Harry Osborn, but you know what I mean. I'm going to use Electric Punch.
They're like a pack of wolves. The longer this goes on, the more likely someone dies.
But yeah, this is one. I remember this being one of those missions that gets really difficult if you're not careful.
How many players on a roster again?
You said free. He'll set you free too.
But I do like that they gave him a special animation for this. It glitched out? How so?
first time I've wished our team had fewer fans. Can't hurt me.
Yeah, because this makes this easier because it stuns them. Yeah, this is infinitely easier to use the electric punch. How did it glitch out on you?
You're a monster, like all the others.
Is it finally over?
Oh, that's weird. This game has some glitches, though not a lot of them. Well, not a lot of game-breaking ones, and from what I've seen, they've fixed them fairly quick.
Good news is, doctors checked the others, and they don't have any lasting effects.
Oh, thanks. I don't know how to repay you.
Please ignore the fact that I'm on fire.
We'll call it even.
You did it. All the missing students are accounted for.
Good to hear.
Maybe now things can get back to normal. I miss normal.
Right there with you, buddy.
Okay, time to move on, because I think that's all of the side missions. Yeah, it looks like that's all of the side missions. But yeah, that's weird. To me, I found it pretty hard. Okay. Because some funny glitches do happen. Like, actually, I posted a, picture on my PlayStation, like, well, it's not a glitch, like... oh, no, I didn't get the picture, actually. Basically, this one guy got stuck to a, throwable item on a building during a drug deal bust. And he was stuck in the roof, so when and then I threw an object near him to see if it would move him, and he was still stuck to the object. You know, can you imagine if I actually showed up to work with this costume on? That'd be hilarious. But this cutscene kind of doesn't. This cutscene kind of deserves to be serious, if I remember correctly.
Hello? Parker! Just in time to celebrate.
Celebrate? Wait. Where are the arms?
How did those hide behind him?
So cool. But how did you...
Intracranial neural network. Neurotransmission.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
1 nanosecond. Faster than signals travel inside the brain. Never mind to an external prosthesis. We did it, Peter. No one can take this away from us.
Amazing.
And your work on the neural web was the key.
But we haven't even tested it yet. There's so much we don't know.
It works beautifully. Come on, take a look.
But I love that the way this game is built up. You know what Dr. Octavius becomes. Yeah, I could see him being a bit drunk. Or at least drunk with power.
Voltage spike. Should be an easy fix.
See, if I route it back into that leaves it at 5. I need to get it up to 2, so... Yeah, this should work perfectly. Oh, wait, how does... Oh. There you go.
See if that worked. No, this is worse than I thought.
Okay, let's see. Can I take any of these out? I need to get it down to... You can take that one out, but it doesn't really do anything. So yeah, you kind of have to dismantle some of this. Then you get to 5, so... Alright, I don't like that they force you to do it that way. I get why they do, of course, but... It's kind of annoying. I mean, I could no, I don't have the ability to swap them, do I? Let's see, I need to get it. I've got 3 voltage now, and I've got to run it through 2 of these in a row, so... Realistically, since I don't have a 1... I actually probably do need to use at least one of the 2s. You know, I wonder what Octavius is doing, like, right now, while I'm trying desperately to fix his brain.
Damn it, the spike is cascading. I don't know if I can fix this.
Okay. Yeah, stupid bar tricks with his tentacles. Yeah, I could see that. Because you gotta do it through that 5. So, since I'm on 3, that should do it.
Come on.
Yeah, that... like, I like that you know what's coming the moment you see Dr. Octavius.
Doctor?
But this game makes you dread when he's going to become Dr. Octopus.
Doctor,
because of his relationship with Peter.
Everything has problems, if you look hard enough. But fortune favors the bold. It's time to show the world what we've done.
Otto, the neural web isn't isolating your motor neurons. It could be affecting other parts of your brain, your inhibitions, your mood. I just think we need some more tests.
We've got enough! For the first time in my life, I don't feel like a failure. I feel like me.
Otto, you're not a failure. But this could permanently damage your mind.
Yeah, I can see that, though. To me, it reminds me of Spider-Man 2.
Right. Right.
Don't worry. We're close.
I'll keep at it. I'll work out some bugs. Go. Go.
You sure you're okay?
Yes.
It reminds me of Spider-Man 2 because you get to see a lot of Doc Ock stomping around with his tentacles and that.
For everything.
Martin Lee is now behind bars. When I make a promise to this city, I keep it. The people of New York will soon make a decision that can change the course of this city forever. So when you're casting your vote, remember what I've done. We are all safer now than we have ever been.
Liar! You have no idea what you're in for.
But this game we knew from the trailer that Martin Lee was Mr. Negative. Like, the trailer, and then we cut right back to me with a flaming skull for a head. But we knew from the trailer that Martin Lee was Mr. Negative. And anyone that knows anything remotely about Spider-Man knows Dr. Octavius becomes Dr. Octopus. But this game makes you dread when that happens.
I should check on Miles.
Hey, Pete.
Hi, Miles. I just wanted to see how you're doing with the news about Lee. Look, if you didn't want to work there anymore, May and I would understand.
I did want to quit when I heard. Then I remember what my dad used to say. A hero is just a guy who doesn't give up.
That's true, assuming he's doing the right thing. I got you that job. I'd hate for you to keep doing it if you think it's wrong.
Oh, the people here. Nothing Martin Lee did is their fault. They need help and I'm helping them. I think Dad will want me to stay. I think he'd be proud.
I know he would. And Miles, I'm proud of you too. Anytime you want to talk, just call.
Thanks, Pete. Gotta go. May just gave me a list of all the supplies to get. Alright, later.
You know, for as much as people like to imagine that this game has some overt political motive, and I guess some people do say it is, that is probably more solid advice on what to do in this current political climate than anything else possibly ever could be. Essentially, no matter who you blame for the situation, the people that
Captain.
they're...
You got the City Hall bomb?
You know, I'm trying to think of how to word this.
Tomato, tomato.
Like, just because if you don't like a candidate's party, don't blame, like, don't take it out on everyone else. It's not their fault entirely if a politician does something that they...
No planes,
that's
no
wrong.
suitcases, just uninterrupted sleep.
Oh, you are a party animal. But hey,
that's good advice for anything.
Or doesn't. You've earned it.
Oh, Otter's voiced by Rigby from Regular Show? Oh, that's cool. I liked Regular Show. And sorry for briefly getting philosophical, but I just like Miles' advice there. That, you know, it's not these people's fault. Just because Martin Lee did something bad doesn't taint everything associated with him. Also, this spider on my back reminds me of a tick. That would be a funny reference to the tick. You know, a death battle I really want to see is Saitama from One Punch Man versus the Tick. I really want to see that death battle.
You okay?
I'm getting by.
I don't know how I feel about you running this place all by yourself.
And these people need help. If I lose a few hours of sleep, so be it.
So have you heard from Mr. Lee since...
No. But the Martin I know couldn't have done that. Whatever's become of him, that's not the one I want to remember. So, how are things with MJ?
Oh, it's, well, you know, she's, it's complicated.
Honesty. That's what got me and Ben through the rough patches.
You guys had rough patches?
Oh, sure. Especially when we were your age. So...
That's a good point. Just I like the idea that the Tick, whose like big comedy thing, is surviving literally anything, and Saitama, who has the ability to defeat anyone in one hit. Like just the idea of those two fighting, having a death battle, that just makes sense.
Peter?
By the way, did you see the Ultron versus Sigma death battle today? I thought it was generally a pretty good death battle. There were a few things that felt a little bit weird in how they did it, but I felt that they did a really good job on the actual fight.
Captain Watanabe, leave a message.
Yuri, where are you? Call me when you get this. I just hope the Devil's Breath is still there. And still secure. If the demons got to that truck, this just went from bad to catastrophic.
Like, I like the Sigma versus Ultron death battle visually. Ah, okay, I understand. Though some of them are really funny. Like, some of them are really good ones. Also, I do, one thing to note, note that's I think worth mentioning is next one is Master Roshi from Dragon Ball Z versus Jiraiya from Naruto, which I see exactly why. Like, those characters are very similar, and it makes perfect sense to have them fight. But at the same time, I honestly feel Roshi is just going to completely demolish Jiraiya, because, DBZ characters are stupidly overpowered. Like, even the weak DBC characters are stupidly overpowered. Like, I love that gag that Team 4-Star did in World's Strongest Abridged. Also, I'm switching suits because as much as I love the Ghost one, I feel this one's appropriate. Yeah, Roshi blew up the moon. Roshi blew up the moon, and that was in Dragon Ball. He's way stronger now. Like, he can beat up people stronger than as strong as Raditz easily now. So, yeah. And that's the thing, Naruto is way stronger than Jiraiya.
Got even bigger problem.
Rikers?
We have to hurry. Hop on.
I choose this suit because this seems like riot gear.
What happened?
Like, this seems like really good riot.
Coordinated attack. Must have been planned from the outside. Every cell block is breached. We're minutes away from every prisoner and Rikers walking right up 5th Avenue.
What about the raft?
Should be okay. It's a Supermax facility. Better security and a separate power grid.
Good. What about the Devil's Breath?
Sable's handling it.
Do you trust them?
Do I have a choice?
Uh-oh.
But yeah. See, Roshi blew up the moon, and in the Ichigo versus Naruto boss battle, I keep saying boss battle, death battle, they did this, they basically scaled Naruto and said that his strongest durability feat we know of was tanking a moonbuster. And if that's Naruto's strongest durability feat, like Jiraiya doesn't stand a chance. If that's the strongest character in Naruto, strongest durability feat, and Roshi could do that easily, yeah, I think Jiraiya's just going to get demolished.
I think you guys need a little more plan in your escape plan.
Ooh, that's a very uncomfortable place to get stuck.
Is that bad? That sounds bad.
It means some of the inmates are armed with rocket launchers.
Yeah, that's bad. I'm on it.
Hello.
You guys go back to your cells and behave. We can forget this ever happened.
Oh no, you don't. You don't escape. There's no escape. No one said you could escape. I grabbed the wrong thing. Come on, throw it back. Here, catch. Trying to escape. Okay, we've got an apocalypse. Did you just seriously? Yeah, you knocked yourself on your butt. What the heck were you thinking? But yeah, Roshi blew up the freaking moon. Like, in Dragon Ball. Like, that's when the power... Yeah, I noticed that, which is kind of cool. I prefer catching the rocket and throwing it back over dodging it and letting it explode, both because I can get damage out of it.
I still see a few more out in the yard.
Who thought it was a good idea to bring rockets into a prison?
Come in. This is Sergeant Hanson. Anyone on this channel?
This is Captain Watanabe. Where are you?
Electrical access. Top near cell block D. Trying to restore power. That you in the chopper?
Affirmative. What happened here?
No idea. The power went out, then all hell broke loose.
Hold tight. We'll get to you as soon as we can.
Hello, enjoy your flight.
my way.
Hello.
Someone's trapped behind that door.
Dynamic entry. I'll enjoy that wall.
You're almost on top of me! Get me out of here!
They're coming!
Where is everybody? They're attacking my car!
I think that prisoner was probably dead, because he just got sandwiched between a car and another car.
Help the warden! I'll keep working on getting the power restored. Right, I'm on it.
Hey! Warden! Come on out!
Hello.
Gotta take them all out.
But yeah, I do like that little touch that he, webs up the missile before he throws it back. Well, that looked painful.
Could this get any worse?
It can always get worse.
Oh, that guy got fused to the wall. Okay, who's next? Oh, over here. Here, I'll be taking that. And you're stuck to a wall now.
Just a few left.
Oh, you somehow did not see me that entire time. Ooh, okay, you're webbed up to barbed wire. That's gonna leave an interesting mark. And this shows how strong Spider-Man is. One thing is, a lot of people say, recoil when you got super strength, it would make super strength completely impractical. I like that you can see him web up that guy.
License registration, please.
Okay, looks like things are somewhat under control.
I thought you said the raft was secure.
It was. Let's go. Maybe it's not as bad as it looks.
Love the optimism. But in my experience, when it looks bad, it's usually worse.
Electro.
Yuri!
I'm slipping!
Gotcha. Hold on!
Also, again, I kind of love the idea that at one point Electro in this universe actually did wear the whole crazy mask he has, or at least wore something close enough that it inspired someone to wear it.
You okay?
Yeah.
Welcome to the party! Just in time for the fight! Looks like we made parole, boys!
Oh, this situation just got a lot.
Why is he letting everyone out?
I'll head for the main control center and see how bad the situation is.
Got it. I'll go join the party. Everyone just quietly go back into your cell and lock the door behind you, okay? Please?
I'm gonna cut you, Spider!
Hello. Okay. Everyone's tied to something or unconscious. Good.
That doesn't sound good.
Hello, Rhino.
Oh, hi, Rhino.
Hope you like surprise, Spider.
Surprise? What's he talking about?
Unexpected power surge detected. Incident response team.
Hey, what's your status?
Me? Just trapped in a prison with every criminal I put away the last...
This is too good to be true.
Scorpion, can you hold on a minute? I was in the middle of a phone call and it was business.
And Scorpion.
Lost you for a second there. You okay?
Not really. Electro, Rhino, and now Scorpion are all on the loose. What's going on in the rest of the prison?
Camera system's almost up. I'll give you a sit rep soon.
Okay, I'll keep tracking Electro.
Yeah, Scorpion has a really good design. Let's see, is there any other suit that would be more fitting for this? Other than this one? Because this one seems like the most fitting to me, at least. Yeah, let's keep going with it.
Whoa! Come on, Spider-Man. I thought this was a chase.
I like all their designs. Like, Electro's the one that I wish had his mask. Or at least had, like, the glowing blue on him. But...
Can't stop me. But I'm flattered that you still try.
If you tell me who you're working for, I'll go easy on you. Nobody ever takes me up on that offer.
I love this scene, though. Like, this is a really cool scene.
Gotcha.
Like, Vulture has a really cool design, too.
We're going to have so much fun.
Sorry, no time to talk.
I like how Spider-Man's just like, okay, you're dangerous.
Still with me, huh?
Yeah, it's. I think his of the villains, his is probably the worst one. But it's not bad. Like, I think that Amazing Spider-Man 2's was worse.
Including Martin Lee. That makes 5 of the worst enemies that are now on the loose.
For a second there, I thought you were serious.
I am serious. I have to go. Some of them are heading into the city.
This is nuts.
Like, I honestly think the Amazing Spider-Man 2 design for Electro is worse than this one. So there's at least that. But I do like that they keep in mind how powerful Electro's supposed to be. Because Electro is meant to be a pretty dang strong supervillain.
Party's almost over.
Electro, stop! How do you like my new suit? Dashing. Where'd you get it? It's an exclusive club.
And here we have the Sinister Six. Interesting thing is, this suit, the spider armor that I'm wearing, was actually built to fight the Sinister Six in the comics, if I'm not mistaken.
Good idea. In fact, we don't have to do this at all if you don't want to.
We definitely want to.
And you know, it does show off how powerful Spidey is in, like, how experienced he is in this game. And that'd be interesting. I'm not sure how that would work. But I do think it shows off how powerful and experienced Spidey is, that even that 5-on-1, it still takes them time to beat him. Like, he's still able to get some hits in and do a good deal of evasion. Even though it's 5-on-1. I love that theme, by the way.
First and final warning. Stay out of our way.
I love that little implication that there's still enough in him to...
Your debts will be repaid when we're done. Go!
Yeah, that they all have a damaged version. That is also really cool. Like, yeah, you can see some cracks on this one, like on the backpack there, which that is really cool. That there's there's damaged versions for all of them. I mean, it's a shame you can't actually use those, but. Like, you can use the advanced suit's damaged version, but that's about it. Yeah, classic suit, that's what I meant.
All these years. All these lies. It's over, Norman. Time to give them the truth.
Also, is it just me, or do his arms in this version remind you of graboid tongues? Like from Tremors? Also, I find it interesting that Mr. Negative goes through this whole elaborate plot to release Devil's Breath, and Dr. Octopus is like, nah, I'm just gonna break the thing open over the city and let it out. Like, much more pragmatic. Also, I love Dr. Octopus's scene and theme in this game.
This is Mary with the Daily Bugle special report on the bioterror attack. As of this hour, the number of
You okay?
is approaching half a million.
Fine. Can you pass those out for me?
Sure. But they are working around the clock on a cure for this deadly disease. The citywide quarantine is being heavily enforced by Sable International, who maintain tight security over all transit points. Throughout the city, police and Sable agents continue to battle with Rikers and Raft escapees. Meanwhile, Mayor Osborn has gone on record blaming Spider-Man for the prison break and citywide sickness, and branding him a fugitive. But he has yet to provide evidence. And many believe the mayor is just deflecting blame, since an exclusive report by the Bugle revealed that this disease originated in a secret, unregulated Oscorp laboratory here in Manhattan. Mayor Osborn insists that Oscorp
Turn
is
it off.
NBC on an anti-serum, but has not provided any further evidence to support this claim.
You know, I do wonder, does the fact that he's able to break, like, I've tried, like, I know it's, you know, a common trope But I do wonder if the implication there is that not only is he furious, that he already has some degree of his goblin powers. Because I've tried, because breaking a glass with your bare hands is not something an average person can do very easily. Like just by squeezing it. Especially an expansive. I can't change my suit. I want to change my suit.
Why? How did I let this happen?
Just got a call from the hospital. They said you went AWOL.
I need to get back to work.
The doctor said you still have 14 broken bones.
Which means I have 192 non-broken ones. Thanks for taking care of me, by the way.
The hard part was keeping you hidden from Satan. They branded you a priority target, you know.
I humbly accept the honor. What is happening to our city, Yuri?
I don't know. Feels like the end of the world.
And that is exactly why, once they give me the chance to change into my suits, there's only one suit appropriate. Ooh, we got the vintage comic suit, which I can technically do now. And you know what? I'm going to unlock it. I'm not going to wear it, but I like to have the quips. Because there's only one suit that is appropriate for an end-of-the-world situation. Spider-Punk!
Good. There's gangs of escaped prisoners banding together and taking over entire city blocks. Looting, strong-arming local residents, you name it.
I'll take care of him. What else you got?
The mayor told Silver Sable to do whatever it takes to find Lee and Octavius. So she's just rounding people up indiscriminately, holding them captive in bases around the city. I've even heard rumors of enhanced interrogation tactics.
You mean torture? Don't worry. I'm on it. This is our city, Yuri. It's time we take it back.
Great. My men are tracking the supervillains. I'll update you when we make progress. For now, do your best to stabilize the city.
Yep, we are going to do this entire section as Spider-Punk. Because I cannot think of any more appropriate suit.
Yuri, I've got eyes on a mob of Riker's escapees. They're hunkered down for the long haul.
I'll send a team. But with all that's going on, it might take a while to get enough of my people together.
I don't want to think about what these guys could do in the meantime. I'll handle it. Sleep it off.
Yeah, I can definitely see doing it as Last Stand. Hello! Yeah, I can definitely do it. I don't even have Last Stand suit yet, though, do I? No, I don't think I do. No, I don't even have Last Stand yet.
Time to take over some apartments.
Hello. You have the right to remain unconscious.
Literally didn't see that coming.
Hello. Okay, now what are these guys actually thinking, in all honesty? Okay. Bye-bye.
Sweet dreams.
Hug it out. That's actually the name of the achievement you get for that. Hello.
Not Jake! Aha! You're a dead man, freak! Yeah. Spider-Man, I want you dead.
Okay, we're going to have some fun because this actually requires. Ooh, it's right through a table. And foul drive. And throw it into a person. Yes, I'm an acrobat. It's not like my name is Spider-Man and I have abilities that are vaguely similar to that that are roughly equivalent to that of a spider. Okay, this is fun.
Hold him! Guy's a freaking acrobat!
Okay, who keeps throwing rockets at me? Oh, hello. Come on, fall down. Movie pal drive. Okay, just because I got. Okay, I'm taking that guy out.
Okay, everyone be nice to the new guys. You'll be double bunking.
Hello, you enjoy being thrown across the building. I'm pretty sure you actually also ended up trying to rip out of a wall down there. Here, you can have it back.
Hey, do I come to your work and try to beat you up? Oh, wait, I kinda did.
Ooh, that's gonna leave an interesting bruise.
Oh, sorry, my quip wasn't ready. Can you back up, guys? Go out and come back in again.
Spider-Man, from what I can tell,
Here, enjoy drones.
have stayed together now that they're out.
Explains why they're forming multiple strongholds instead of just one big one. They don't trust each other.
Works to our advantage. They're clumped together, but not so many they can't be dealt with.
Easy for you to say. I gotta go.
Come on.
There are a lot of guys really eager to go back to prison. I'm the best there is at what I do. And what I do is quit this.
Here, you can have it back. I'm bomb intolerant.
You guys practice swinging and missing? Because you turned it into an art form. More? How many guys does Rikers hold anyway?
That is actually a good question. Like, how many of these guys are there? Here. I'll be taking that, and you can have it right back. Okay, no one can blame me for that one because because that rocket ended up hitting that guy completely on its own. Hey, who's next? Okay.
Wow, you guys look a lot older than last time I put you away. Better, too.
Okay, that's another base dealt with.
All clear for the cleanup crew. Tell locals they can go to the bodega now.
Nice work. Things are hard enough in this city without it turning into a giant prison yard. Spider-Man, the raft MPs are back on the grid, laying siege to our police precincts. My men need your help, now. Get to a vantage point in Midtown and I'll explain.
On my way. Is it Octavius?
No, 2 of his flunkies. Still searching for the doctor.
Alright, I forgot about
I have
this.
to be honest. That one scares me. Might be the smartest supervillain I've ever encountered.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Hold tight, Captain.
Yeah, now there's random groups of thugs that will attack me at random.
Any available units? Officers are pinned down by sight. Officers needed in Upper Chinatown.
This is the part of the game that makes you feel like a one-man army.
Peter, I've been trying to reach you all day. Are you okay? The prison break turned the city upside down overnight.
I'm fine, May. We're staying safe. I'm more worried about you.
Oh no, don't you do that. Feast is the safest place in the city right now. Our sister locations uptown, not so much. But we're safe and secure down here.
Let's hope it stays that way. I'll stop by when I can, May. Love you.
You too, Peter.
Okay, I gotta deal with those guys a lot. Well, maybe I can do it. Oh, there's one right there, so. Are you safe? Yes, you are. No, you're not. Well, you're safe for me to take down, not safe for me to... Not safe in general, because if you were safe in general, you'd be in prison.
Snoring now.
Okay, now I can deal with you guys. Actually, I think that there's something I can get here. Let's see. Let's get this. And this one. Surprise! You're now all stuck to walls. Oh, hey, Sable Agents. Hey, look, you've been annoying me the whole game, so I finally get to return the favor.
Thanks for visiting my website. Website?
That is one problem with this, with the quips, is it basically leaves you vulnerable.
Sure, I won the fight, but I bet they get medical benefits.
Yeah, I will admit I had a lot of fun in my.
Away 8 years ago? Man, I feel old.
In my version, in my personal playthrough, I did actually take out a ton of these just random encampments of goons, just because it's really fun.
Good news. You all won an island vacation. Rikers Island.
Like, it just makes you feel like a one-man army. Actually, can I unlock more stuff now? Let's see. I don't want to waste all the stuff I need to buy suits, though. I know it get boring to just see me, like, I'll save beating up random collections of goons for ones that are in my, are kind of unavoidable, like these guys.
Have you considered that if you arrest me, you'll have to fight all the bad guys yourself? Huh?
Here, have a nice trip onto that wall over there.
Can't leave this place operating. I'll try to close it down stealthily so no one gets hurt.
Okay, you're vulnerable. As soon as this guy's out of the way.
You're in timeout.
Wow, you guys are not very observant, like, at all.
Sector clear.
Aw, a rooftop party for me? With spotlights and everything?
Nah, I just need to throw one more
This will
also.
teach Sable to focus on actual criminals instead of me. Yeah, too much.
Like, I'll save taking out most of these guys for when, like, at the beginning of live streams, because that seems like the most appropriate time to do it. Oh yeah, pulling down the tower, that's, that, I do agree with you, that's fun. I definitely will. Sorry, miss. You'll be safe in a minute.
These guys are like potato chips. You can't beat just one.
Okay, miss, are you alright? Oh, you're a guy. You're a dude. No, you're a girl. Okay. Oh, you'll be safe now. Just continue on to your destination. Yeah, I'll definitely pull down a tower or two in a Sable base. But yeah, I know. Like, as fun as it is for me to just demolish Sable, I mean, to demolish, like, these encampments of, random encampments of goons.
Attention units. We have reports of multiple drive-by shootings. Officers in Murray Hill, stand by for further instructions.
Here I come to save the day.
Spoiler! This joyride ends right back at Rikers!
Spoiler, this joyride ends right back at Rikers. Yeah, it really does. that taken care of
that's
really
why I
quickly.
never bothered to get my license. Well, that and the web swinging.
Yeah, that is actually a good point. Spider-Man really has absolutely no point to ever get his license because... Oh wait, there's
Apparently
one
grand larceny is one of the food groups now.
My mom would steal this food so fast it'd make your head...
Now, reports are coming in that Martin Lee, along with exhibiting freakish abilities like those of you-know-who, has lately seemed to display almost a split personality. This is hogwash and a clear attempt to evade justice for his crimes. Only a fool would believe that he's Mr. Positive one moment, helping the poor with a smile, then suddenly he's Mr. Negative, blowing up, wait a minute, Mr. Negative. That's gold, Jared. Gold. Trademark it. Stat. As I was saying, folks, Martin Lee's evil side, or as everyone is now calling him, Mr. Negative, has been revealed as the culprit for the City Hall bombing.
I like that they actually do call him Mr. Negative. Here, enjoy your own motorcycles. I do like that, like, throwing their own weapons back at them counts as a thrown object. Well, his profile calls him Mr. Negative, at least.
Heads up! Don't let him get any more of us!
Here, you can have a nice sleep on that wall.
Crime up the wazoo right now. Wish I could clone myself.
Attention agents, this is Control. Need an update on the situation in Madison.
Armored patrol on the move. No sign of priority target.
Contact with Spider-Man Control. Weapons free. Clear to engage. He's here. Evasive action.
Hey, does this turn into a robot?
Weapons system down.
Whoever wants to get knocked in the air first, raise your hand.
Hey, you raise your hand.
You're kind of bad at this.
Here, you can have your friend's gun. Okay, I've got to actually... Hey, I webbed some people to walls there. That's kind of irritating.
All units be advised. Escaped prisoners have started a riot. Reported location is Murray Hill.
Okay, we're actually going to stop soon because we've been at this for 2 hours.
Escaped prisoners. Let's see what I can do about the escape.
Whoa, that was dynamic and intrigue.
For arson?
He ain't so tough! Don't let him take the leg of wind! You got a dead person? I can help you out! What the hell?
Hello.
Hedges are letting him win!
toughest gang of ruffians I've dealt with in the last 30 minutes.
Okay, I think that's where we're going to end the live stream. We'll start this next part next week. But yeah, we are at, but this is one of my favorite parts of the game, simply because this is the part of the game where you feel like a one-man army. Because you're taking, basically, this is Spider-Man versus the world at this point. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I'll be back Saturday with Mega Man 11. So there's a sable, why can't I not got that sable copper? So I'll hope to see you guys then. If you like this, like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye! I still don't have a catchphrase.